Okay, this, which is a 500-liter tank, needs to go in here. So I need to dig 1 meter long or deep hole, and I've done maybe 45 centimeters so far. Okay, I've just arrived at the cottage with my car, and one of my friends is getting rid of some soil, and because we live on a bedrock, all of this rock is in the soil. So I asked if I could have it, and he said absolutely, because he needs to get rid of it anyway. So there is much more than this, beautiful large pieces, and since I have been dreaming about having a fish pond for a long time, I've decided it is time to do it. So I'm going to use those beautiful rocks. Already had another accident. The blood is coming through. Never mind. Thing is, everything here is a hazard. If you look around, all of this, one can trip, slip, fall on something, jump on nails. But I guess that's the part of the project. Okay, rocks are in place for now. So I have already made a mistake, a big one. So yesterday I dug out the hole and I put the water there, and as you can see I used one of those water bins. For now I've been just collecting water with them, but since I really wanted to have a pond, I've decided to use one of them as my pond. So that's my pond lining. Is very good quality plastic, it's quite thick, so that will last for a very long time, and it's 1 meter deep, at least 1 meter deep. It holds 500 liters of water, and I bought it shortly after I bought the cottage, so I could harvest some rainwater. So basically this pond so far cost me almost nothing apart from petrol, because I came to collect those stones, and I'll be doing that almost every day. But it's on the way here anyway, so it's not like I'm making extra trips somewhere. So I moved this small hydrangea over to here, and when it's going to grow larger, this is only its first year in the soil, so once it's larger it will create a beautiful shade for the pond. Then the idea is to fill all the empty spaces around the barrel. Oh, you can see the fish. They're a little bit scared. Got 4 fish, 3 red, 1 yellow, and the yellow is not visible right now, but the space is around here, so I have to fill them. I already started, so it looks like it's done, but it's actually not. All of this I have to fill. More rocks, which I found yesterday when I was digging all of this. So that was actually a very tough job, because all I am using is this shovel, and the land here, everything is clay. All of this is clay and rock. So I'm digging with this huge diameter. It was tough, but I did it, so I'm really happy about that. So yeah, this was a big mistake that I put the fish in there already and the water, because now I want to create a natural habitat for them. So I'm going to put some sand, gravel, large rocks down. I'll see what kind of things I'll find for plants. I would like plants coming out of it, so it has natural filtration. I'm going to show it now. I'm really happy about this, but one of my fish is pregnant. That one. She's not actually that big, she's pregnant, which is super cool. I hope the babies will survive, and so will she. The fish are really beautiful. Gorgeous. It looks like one of her fins is broken. She's not moving it, but I just hope she will be okay despite of it. So yeah, this was a big mistake, because now the fish are going to be disturbed, and I don't want to be taking them out of the water again. So I'll just have to do it very slowly, and I don't have the rocks or the gravel or the plants ready yet, so slowly. Yeah, so this is how far I got, and it took me Actually, this took me 2 days, less than 4 hours, I should say. So not 2 days, 4 hours, but at the moment that's all I had, and I managed to do it, so I'm really happy about that. And I'm very impatient, which is why I poured the water in already. But I think it's looking already really pretty. Okay, I'm going to plant more plants as I'm putting the soil around the barrel, because this beauty is beginning to die slowly but surely. I digged it out yesterday, and it's gonna be 33 degrees today. It's already very hot now, so I have to make sure she goes into the soil ASAP. This gorgeous bush I planted yesterday also. I mean, it's not ideal because it's the summer, it gets really hot here in Slovakia, but I'll have to do the best with the conditions I've got, so I'm gonna get on with it. I can't decide whether to put the rocks next to the barrel like this or on top of it so the edges are not visible. I think it would look nicer if the edges were not visible. Then again, the plants that are going to grow around it, the edge probably won't be visible anyway. So maybe for now I'll just leave it like this. And then I'll see later on. Two days of work. This is what I've done so far. Actually, the most difficult part are placing the stones. So they look the best. And it's a little bit difficult to imagine because between the stones I'm going to put all kinds of plants, and once they're bigger all those gaps will be filled, and the green lining, the barrel, shouldn't be visible at all. At least that's exactly how I imagine it. And the water will be all the way to the top, and there should be just plants and water with the fish visible, nothing else. So this is how it looks from far. It doesn't look very good right now, but it's just trial and error. Also, it's a very slow process, but it's really, really worth it. I think the final result will look really, really lovely once it's done. Of course, the hydrangeas are going to get bigger. The hosta is still quite small. That's going to be far larger. And I think I'm gonna fill the entire area with either pebbles or small stones, so it looks cohesive. So that's it so far. Leonie is resting. We are expecting a storm. Maybe you can hear the thunder. Hey darling. And it's getting pretty grey up there, so we are going to go home soon. So far this is the 2 year, is it 2 years actually? No, I don't, maybe year and a half. Yes, year and a half progress on the land. It's looking much better than it did before, I think. The terraces, they need to be improved, but they are alright for now. I put some grass seeds there, so now that it's going to rain, I expect the grass to germinate, and it's very warm also. So we'll have 2 nice grass terraces to lay on and play on. That's currently the greenhouse. Actually, it's not a greenhouse, that is just half is covered with foil, and that's where I keep tomatoes. It's really beautiful, the mountains. And of course Looney has the best life while Mummy is working. She's chilling and guarding the place. So I prepared this plant pot, which is going to go into the pond. So I basically took a smaller barrel, got my neighbor to create these larger holes all around. Inside I put the soil that I had, which is basically clay and rocks, right here. And these plants I took from a stream near my parents. So they're in the stream all year round, this grass. And I believe those will probably flower. I'm not sure if it's iris, but I'll find out. And I just covered the soil with some rocks. So hopefully the soil will settle and it will stay in the pot. So now this is ready to go into the pond. I'm going to lift it. I left those handles there on both sides, so it will be easier for me to lift it and place it into the pond. I also bought today some plants and trees. This is one of them. It's very beautiful, and I think it will look quite striking next to the pond, and it goes really bright red in the sun. This is the label, the other way, and this is the... It's Acer and it's Palmatum Fire Glow. That's the name of it. And it's really beautiful. I love that. I wanted this for a very long time. So this is a delight. And there are the fish. Doing very well. So now I'm just going to place the pot inside. Alright, this was extremely heavy, but but I managed to do it. So I think this is how I'm going to leave it, because I will be adding a little bit more plants. And this was a great solution so I wouldn't fall inside. It's quite stable, so I'm gonna remove it now and position the plant in the right place. This is the progress I have made so far. About a week later, I brought more stones in, so we have some really big boulders. Put the day bed there under the trees in the shade, tidied up the land a little bit, cut down some branches, cut the grass. The progress is very slow but very satisfying at the same time, isn't it, Leonie? And the fish are doing very well. There are my new trees and flowers which look very nice even from this side, and the fish are swimming. So this is just a protection against cats, this mesh, so they don't come here and don't catch the fish, since the water level needs to go up. But first I need to put those bricks over there. I need to go underneath the plant. So the mistake that I made, that I started first with the fish and the water, which wasn't smart at all, because now I will have to get into the water to put the bricks down, and then the the barrel with those plants in it on top of it, which will be a pain, and I will disturb the fish, which I didn't want to do, but there you go. The view from here is very nice. Also, I'll have to move the second hydrangea, which is at the end of its flower season. She will have to go where the hosta is, because that will get much larger, and the hosta will go where the hydrangea is. Otherwise everything is looking really lovely. Luni is very happy, which is the most important thing.